We need to urgently talk about something that I see happening in the real world all the time, and this is making you look bad. But even worse, it's absolutely destroying your ability to make money. There's a saying I like, which goes something like, you can tell the size of a man by looking at the problem that stumps him. So the problem that stops him, that keeps him from progressing. And whenever I use that saying, it's always to tell someone that they're not really using their brain. So if you see me using it anytime, I'm probably telling you that, you should use your brain. And here's what I'm talking about when I say that. Your brain is incredible at coming up with creative solutions to problems. But your brain is also incredible at being efficient, and usually that means it is lazy. This is why, as human beings, we tend to defer to authority figures, like the doctor, the president, politician, teacher. We get taught to defer to authority figures all our lives, and school is basically sort of a boot camp, for some people, a multi-decade-long boot camp in how to listen to textbook, professor, authority figure, and how to follow instructions. Like you're becoming an obedient, I wouldn't say slave, that might be a bit harsh, although I could defend that word. Anyway, you're a cog in a machine. You're taught to be nice and obedient and, pick from the ABC options that you're given. Now, life isn't about ABC options. This might shock you, but there's a whole host of other options, other solutions for almost every problem you can imagine than just the ABC that you're being given. What makes this hard to sort of grasp is that, one, you've been taught all your life to not think outside ABC, and two, the fact that you haven't been using creative problem solving, actually using your brain to solve stuff, tends to sort of atrophy your brain. Like a muscle that you never use, it becomes, small and withered and weak, and it gets extremely tired as soon as you even do the most basic of movements. Same with your brain. That's the reason why people have enormous trouble concentrating these days. Like you can't concentrate because you never concentrate. That's really easy. This isn't exactly rocket science, but I'll try to make it clear for everyone. What you'll notice when you're faced with a problem, anything sort of like a hurdle, a small speed bump on the road to whatever the solution is, your brain is going to defer to an authority figure. It's either going to say, yeah, just ask someone else. Just tell them, I have this problem. What do I do now? Just ask someone else. Don't force me to think. Because your brain doesn't like thinking. It likes being efficient. It likes, relaxing. It likes keeping calories for itself. It likes all sorts of things but working. And you've trained it all your life to function that way. What I would invite you to do is, if you're faced with an obstacle, with an issue, is to actually think and come up with a couple different ways around the obstacle. See how many ways you can come up with. See how much effort you can put into finding different solutions for this issue and getting around the obstacle. Because I can tell you there are always multiple ways to actually get that done. But it's up to you to come up with these ways and to force your brain into serving you instead of allowing it to say, hey, here's the finger, I'm going to relax, you just ask someone else. The brain is yours. I suggest you become its master instead of its slave.